All right, what's up, Facebook Live? Trey Perry, Mount Juliet High School football coach, along with Public Information Officer for the city, Justin Beasley. We're out here basically promoting all the teams in Mount Juliet and really want to support the teams this year. You were out here early this morning with your team, got a good little system with how you get your work in before school, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's even better when August presents a 70-degree day. So, of course, you have to think about balancing that with Friday night. But what we've noticed is a lot of times when we get to the first of the season, that time of year weather-wise is pretty equivalent to what you see at a 7 p.m. start. So, with school starting at 8:45 and our guidance team does a heck of a job with our strength roll and us having the first block the way we have it, it's a pretty good setup.
Yeah. Tell me about the off season. I know you probably fundraised a lot, bulked up in the weight room, and just got your guys, ready, mentally prepared for this season. You have a good off season so far?
Probably one of the better ones that we've had around here in a while. Now, the expectation would be that way because we've got a lot of returning seniors that's seen the field. But you hit on it, like the things that you have to have happen in the off season is helmets and shoulder pads aren't free. So we got to fundraise, and our community has done, again, a tremendous job with that aspect of it. And then as far as the weight room goes, Curtis Graw, our strength guys, second to none. And we really focused on speed stuff this year as much as anything. I mean, our weight part hasn't really changed, but a real emphasis on speed, and I thought that was a big deal.
You mentioned the community aspect. How willing are people to give back? Because there's so much Mount Juliet Golden Bear pride that runs through the city, no matter how many high schools come.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, yeah, we keep getting bigger. We were just joking a minute ago, the deer have run out of places, so they're going right down the line right over here because we're building a house every other day. But the tradition stays, and that's the beautiful part about it. You can still use the word community when you're talking about Mount Juliet, even though it's gotten big. And the reason I know that is because they've come to our aid every time we've asked. Not just monetarily, although that's huge, but also with our camps and all the things that we're doing. Our Pee Wee League over at Mundy Park is thriving and better than ever. It's a good time to be a Bear.
And we'll get back to your football program, but can you just maybe mention the outsiders that come in that maybe want to look at a kid or other teachers? I mean, they really pinpoint your program and just the Mount Juliet feel. A lot of people wish they could send their kids here that maybe live far out west or something like that.
I like to say that this is a place, well, number one, my first selling point to anybody that comes in here is my son wouldn't be here if I didn't think it was a great school. So, but the second thing is that this is a place that, unlike a private school where you do have to charge tuition, and there's great private schools out there, but you get this education with these facilities and these programs for free. It's a pretty darn good deal. And our faculty's incredible. I think some of it's embargoed, so I couldn't share the exact numbers, but our faculty just put out our testing from last year, and needless to say, it's where it usually is, at the top of the food chain, so that's exciting.
That's incredible. Academics comes before football, I'm sure, as you've always taught. Who are some of the guys that we could look out for this season? You mentioned you have a lot of returning seniors. That's the recipe for a really good football team.
Sure, yep. People that have played under the lights, that's an important part. I would start probably with C.J. Daniel, who's a 4-year starter. He makes impacts on every part of our game, special teams, offense, and defense. He's a name that a lot of people know by now. They even know how to pronounce it. So that's good. He's got 3 Ivy League offers and some Division I offers, and he embodies what we look for in a student athlete at Mount Juliet. Aiden Bussell, committed to Tennessee, has had a tremendous offseason. He's put his foot on the gas even since his commitment. Super proud of him. Ethan Crisp, that's going to Vanderbilt. So obviously he does it in the classroom and on the field. And then obviously Griffin Throneberry coming back for his last year, healthy finally, and just committed to Austin Peay and excited about the next level. But all of them have the same thing in mind. They know that there's Saturday ball ahead of them, and plenty of our other seniors too, but they're concentrating on what's here now and what's right in front of them.
I know we live in Middle Tennessee, which is the SEC of high school football, but to have all those commitments on one team, I know that's a standard for you, but you don't take it for granted.
No, not with the portal thing going now. I mean, it becomes that much more difficult because a lot of times they're choosing the college seasoned guy that's in his 3rd year that's transferring over the high school guy. So for these guys to have already been committed, and they're committable offers too, which means they can step foot on campus in January or June and it's there. So that's exciting, yeah. And I think too, again, it's a testament to what we do around here from the classroom. I don't have to have a lot of conversations about, well, you think his GPA is good enough to get in this university, that university. You know, we're proud to have the captain of the football team at Princeton University currently, right now, you know, and that's a guy that paid it forward to these guys, and it's usually the way it works.
That's incredible. Your last pitch to anybody watching this that had been to a high school football game in a couple of years, or that's due to come back and support Mount Juliet High School, or somebody that's new to town that loves high school football, and really it's different here in Middle Tennessee, as we can say. Who do you have on your home schedule, and what's your last pitch to say, hey, come out, support these kids? You know, they're going to schools, you're putting them in schools, and really some terrific young men out here this morning. Right,
yeah, and that would be my pitch. I mean, first of all, we've got 6 home games, so that's exciting. Got a good region slate. I think, you know, as every home game has some different type of meaning. The first one is pretty near and dear to me. My dad's getting the field dedicated to him. Well-deserved honor. That's alumni night with Hunters Lane region game. And then we've got homecoming right after that, youth night right after that. Lebanon's coming in right before fall break. Station Camp's a home game before fall break. So not only do we have some important games, but we've also got, we know that it needs to be an event now. So if you're thinking about doing something on a Friday night, we've now got a big $500,000 TV screen out here that you might get on too. So come on out and join us.
The pictures don't do it justice. I'm seeing it for the first time today, I believe, and I'm like, holy cow. You think you're in Jerry's world, but outside, so it looks really good.
Well, the good news is I'm not the one that turns it off on her own and runs it. We've got an actual student that does every bit of that. She's tremendous at it. Addie Hill does a great job of that. But I promise you, I won't be the one dealing with any of that on a Friday night.
So don't send your hate mail to the video board for him. But hey, it takes a village. Somebody to run that, the cheerleaders, the band. I'm excited for Friday nights. Good luck against Gallatin this Friday. And Coach, we'll catch up later on this year. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for coming out.
Man. Appreciate it.